Help, how do I kill fleas on my dog? Well, don't worry, if your dog has fleas, there is a simple 3-step process you need to take to kill the fleas on your dog. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Dr. Alex, the vet behind ourpetshealth.com, where my aim is to help you and your pet live a healthier, happier life. So make sure you're subscribed by hitting the button down below if you're not already. So jumping straight into my 3-step process for how to kill fleas on your dog. At number 1, we have actually using a product that works. So our ideal flea killing product needs to actually kill fleas in the first place. It also needs to persist so that it's acting on all of the fleas in the environment. So there's no use in applying a product that will only last for a few days, because not all fleas live on the dog all the time. So the environment carries a huge load, and actually most of the adult fleas will spend a lot of their time in the carpet and the furniture, in the vegetation around a pet's environment. We've also got eggs and larvae within that environment that will then hatch out and start to cause problems. So we need a flea product that will persist for as long as it takes to kill all of the adults and also to kill all of the developing stages within the environment. To that end, we would also ideally like a product that actually has an action in stopping the eggs hatching or killing the larvae of the fleas so that they don't actually become adults that then jump on and bite our dog. We want a product that is also safe as well. So there are a number of different products out there that really, especially the older ones, that aren't very safe, where the amount that is contained within that product is actually very close to the toxic dose and can cause problems. There are other drugs that are much safer. Now, any drug which actually does something does carry a small risk of side effects, and that's something that I've discussed in another video talking about allergic reactions to Revolution, and also the safety of a certain class of drug that includes Bravecto and Simparica and NexGard. So there is always going to be a risk of side effects, but we want to use a product that is actually safe. And then also we want our flea product or our parasite product to also kill or to prevent other parasites within the pet's environment that can cause disease. So that could be something like sandflies. It could also be ticks spreading Lyme's disease, which is again something that I've spoken about in a separate video that I'll link down in the description below. So the second step to killing fleas on your dog is to treat the environment. So I've already just mentioned that we would like our flea product to try and help prevent the eggs from hatching and to kill the larvae, but there are other things we can do to reduce the environmental load of the flea population. So another thing to bear in mind is that the adult fleas only represent about 5% of the flea population. So for every adult flea there are 20 eggs and larvae waiting to hatch out. So you can see how you can quickly go from a very small problem to a really huge infestation in a really short period of time. So to help reduce that load, as well as using the right product, we can hot wash your pet's bedding or anything that your pet spends a lot of time lying on, just to try and kill those eggs and larvae. You can also just vacuum as you normally would, maybe increase the frequency if you do have a flea problem. And then finally, you can use an environmental product that's designed to get into all the nooks and crannies. So that is kind of a flea bomb, it's often called, but it's often an aerosol or a flea fogger that you release into the room. You'll kind of set it to go. It will spray and fill a mist into the room, which then settles down and helps to kill all of the flea larvae and help prevent the eggs from hatching out as well. So treating the environment is actually absolutely crucial if you want to quickly get on top of a flea problem on your dog. And then once you've done all these things, the third step to making sure that you're killing the fleas and you're preventing that problem from persisting is to maintain treatment for at least 3 months. So like I say, we've got all of these problems within the environment. We've got all of these eggs and these larvae that will develop into adult fleas. We want to make sure that we're killing those adults when they develop. Now, depending on where you live, depending on the temperatures, depending on the humidity, depends on how quickly a flea is going to go through its life cycle. When the weather's warm, when it's humid, then the fleas will really love that kind of environment and they will go through their lifestyle quite quickly. But if it's a bit colder, it might take longer for those eggs to hatch, for those larvae to develop and for the adults to form. So it's really important that for at least 3 months you maintain that treatment in your dog. You maybe need to repeat the environmental treatment, although often they will last for a long period of time and you only need to do that once, but kind of continue vacuuming and that kind of thing as well. But yeah, applying a flea preventative product for at least 3 months will help keep on top of the situation, help eliminate everything from the environment, and will prevent that infestation from developing further or from coming back. Because if you've not quite managed to kill all of the adults and you stop all treatment, then the problem is only going to get worse again. And this is really also where a preventative strategy comes in as well. So if you're giving a flea preventative product every month or every 3 months or whatever it is, depending on the product you're using, then you're going to prevent a flea infestation in the first place from ever happening. Okay, so I hope that helps you get on top of a flea problem and helps you answer the question, how do I kill fleas on my dog? If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, I'm Dr. Alex, and this is Our Pets Health, because they're family.